Yo, what up guys, your boy Chris, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be breaking down, or well not breaking down, we will be matchmaking the winners and losers of UFC London. This is recorded after UFC Seattle, so some of my matchmaking decisions will be based on that. Moving on to the winners. Mobzar robbed Lerone Murphy. Not robbed, it was a very close fight. Definitely shouldn't have won the fight, though. Definitely should have been a draw. But regardless, he got the win, and he put himself in position to be a title contender. I didn't put Alexander Volkanovski here purely because I do believe that performance put Gene Silva above him on the pecking order. And we will see Alexander Volkanovski versus Gene Silva next. And the winner of that will get Movsar Evleov. And I feel like that will be what, end of the year? If you want October maybe, when they go to Abu Dhabi. Could be Gene Silva versus Movsar. Whoever the winner is of that fight, I think dusts up Movsar. I think Gene Silva pieces him up and knocks him out on the feet. And I think Alexander Volkanovski just destroys him on the feet and denies his wrestling. So I don't think he's going to win, but I think he will be the next title contender, or his next matchup will be a title match. Luke Riley beat Michael Aswell in a pretty convincing decision. Wasn't a good performance. He showed a lot of flaws in his game. And I think you go prospect versus prospect here. You go Jose Delgado versus Luke Riley. They're on similar timetables. Jose Delgado is coming off of a win against Andre Philly. I would say Andre Philly's a better win than Michael Aswell. But both of them need about 2 more fights before fighting for a ranked spot. So why not put them against each other? This would be a really fun, striking fight. Both have the opportunity to win. Why not? Originally, I had MVP getting released, because that was one of the worst fights I've ever seen against Sam Patterson. But I have 2 options now. I feel like they put a contract in front of MVP and say, we are either going to cut you, send you to the PFL, or you fight Stephen Thompson. Yes, I know what they both said. It will be a terrible fight. Neither of them will come forwards, and they'll just pick apart each other from distance. It doesn't matter. This is a fight, once in a lifetime fight. You need to see it. It needs to happen. 2 of the best strikers of all time. If it doesn't happen within the next year, it's never going to happen. Stephen Thompson's 41 years old. MVP's not getting any younger. This fight needs to happen. Regardless of the outcome, great fight. Just put it. Like, I don't get why this has not been made. 2 of the greatest strikers of all time. It's a pretty clear matchup to make. Iwan Baranovsky versus Rodolfo Balata. Iwan is on like an 8-fight first round KO streak. Rodolfo just beat Luke Fernandez, is now fighting Modestas Bukauskas, which I believe he'll lose in that fight. And then he can turn around and fight Iwan, who's a surging prospect. Rodolfo has fought multiple prospects. He's not going to beat Bukauskas. He's not very good. But he is a known name. He's a relatively known unranked light heavyweight. So give Iwan Baranovsky a step up in competition, because Balata is not terrible. He's pretty good. He's pretty good for light heavyweight unranked scene. He's one of the better shit fighters. I think Iwan does nasty things to him, and I think he knocks him out in the first round. Moving on. Christian Leroy Duncan is now number 12 in the middleweight division. He had a horrendous performance against Roman Dolidze. Arguably lost that fight. I was going to give him Israel Adesanya, because I think it would be a fun matchup, but I think the Jared Cannonier fight makes a lot of sense. Uh, it will be a stand-up fight, really entertaining fight. Jared Cannonier has shown that he's still very good. CLD has shown that he is not very powerful. No, not powerful is not the word. He's not very dominant in the ring. He doesn't have any presence in the ring. And Jared Cannonier is the opposite of that. He inserts himself in the fight. He makes himself be the one on the front foot, and I think it would be an interesting stylistic matchup. Danny Silva knocked out Curtis Campbell as a minus or as a plus 500 underdog, I think, on certain books. People were really high on Curtis Campbell. Knocked him out. I went into the breakdown really convinced that Danny Silva was going to win, but again, I watched too many prediction videos and they all said Curtis Campbell, and I felt like I was going to get it wrong if I picked Danny. So I went with Curtis, but whatever. Danny Silva is a legitimate prospect. He lost a fight to Kevin Vallejos in a very close decision. He is very talented, a great striker. And you know what you got to do with any prospect in that division. Throw him to C-Rod. If they get past C-Rod, they can actually be a ranked fighter. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Mason Jones is not, the most deserving of a Fiziev fight. But tell me this fight would not be fucking insane, dude. They're both smaller lightweights. They're both fantastic strikers. They're both incredibly durable. They both have so much grit. They don't give up. It's such a good fight. They're similar sizes. You know they'll go to war. This will end in a finish. Book it. Mason Jones is going to be out for a while. He's going to be out till probably June. He'll probably be out near... he'll be out till International Fight Week around that time. I think Fiziev will get a fight in between, because that Baku... is it the Baku card? Macau or something. Macau or... no, it's not. Macau is the... headlined by Sung Yadong. I think Baku is where Rafael Fiziev's from. He'll probably get a fight in there. Regardless, I think this is a fantastic match to make, and I think Mason Jones deserves this match because of the performance he put on. You'll notice I don't always put the fighters exactly where they should be. If you have a really entertaining war and you show that you're entertaining, I think you should get a boost up, and I think you should get a great opponent. You'll see that when I book Axel Sola. Nathaniel Ward deserves to finally get a ranked fight. He's shown that he's incredibly good. He's been an underdog in like every one of his fights. He's shown that he's phenomenal. He can beat the best, and he deserves a ranking spot. And I think David Onama, coming off of a loss against Steve Garcia, I think this is the perfect match to make. Nathaniel Ward didn't take any damage in that Keita fight, so I think he can make a fast turnaround. He's incredibly active too, and I think this will be a fun fight. Just book it. I think David Onama's number 15 or 14. If he wins, Nathaniel Wood replaces him. And if he loses, Nathaniel Wood will continue his career as a gatekeeper of that division. I'm not talking about this for long. Mario Pinto, one of the worst performances I've ever seen. He doesn't deserve a ranked opponent. Give him Kennedy Ninjakwiku. Give him Kennedy. Kennedy's coming off of a draw against Marcus Buchecha. Buchecha, one of the worst fights I've ever watched. These are both really tall heavyweights, and they're both strikers, so it will be an interesting match. But Mario Pinto needs to prove more than what he did against Felipe Franco. He kept that performance kept Franco in the UFC. Mantas versus Robert Valentine. This is a simple match. Robert Valentine is a professional victim and you need Mantas to get some momentum back after that terrible performance against Chikoli. Brendo Piricic. Fantastic striker. You know they're going to promote him. He's Australian. And he trained with Israel Adesanya, Dan Hooker, Navajo Sterling. He's a part of the CKB team. Very talented, very quick on the feet. Multiple first round finishes in the UFC, back-to-back first round finishes. Very entertaining, good on the mic. Give him a ranked opponent, and that ranked opponent is Mick Parkin, who offers zero finishing potential. And this will really test if Brando is as good as I think he is, because Mick Parkin is a hard opponent. I think he will give challenges to the best of them, and I think this is a match you make. Abdul Al-Sawadi versus Mateusz Camilo. There's not much to say about this one. Salwadi proved nothing in that fight against Shamrock. Camilo and him were already booked to fight. Just rebooked the fight. Okay, I did not mean. Chanel Dyer knocked out her opponent, Rivera Oliveira. Give her a ranked opponent. Give her the gatekeeper of the ranked opponent. Give her the Neil Magny of the women's division. Give her Angela Hill. Losers now. Lerone Murphy's going to be fed to the dogs. He's being fed to Kevin Vallejos. Kevin Vallejos knocked out Josh Emmett in the first round. Lerone Murphy nearly got knocked out by Josh Emmett in his second to most recent fight. I don't think they like Lerone Murphy. I don't think he's entertaining. I don't think he's marketable, and I think the UFC is going to punish him for losing to Movzar or having that fight with Movzar, and I think they're going to shoot him down the rankings. And I think Kevin Vallejos and him are on similar timetables. Well, not similar, but I mean, no, actually, they're not on any type of similar, because Lerone Murphy fucked up his hip in that fight. But I think Kevin Vallejos will wait out, because there's no one above him that he should fight besides Yair Rodriguez, because I don't think they're ever going to book that Kevin Vallejos versus Gene Silva fight unless it's for a championship. So, because I want to get that rematch. I think this is the match you make. Michael Aswell versus Myron Santos. This will just be a fun fight. Michael Aswell's always a good time. Incredibly durable, incredibly tough. Myron Santos has been shown that he is very talented. He's a phenomenal striker. So just book this. Sam Patterson should be punished for that fight against MVP. And I think the perfect punishment is the exact opposite style. And book him against Andreas Gustafsson, who will march you down, get you in a clinch, elbow you, knee you. Basically violence personified. I mean, Gustafsson is looking for a fight. Sam Patterson took 0 damage in that fight. Book it in a couple weeks, or book it in a couple months. Boom. Get them both. Winner. And Sam Patterson is very talented, and I think Gustafsson is very talented too. So winner of them gets a better opponent. Austin Lane is 0-5, or 1-4 in his last 5. He only beat Robert Despain, the fucking Karate Combat champion. Robert, is it Rob? I think it's Robin. I don't know. 6'7" Taekwondo champion. That's his only win. He's been brutally knocked out in almost all of his fights. I think you send him to bare knuckle fighting. Bare knuckle, or have him retire, but he's gonna take that Greg Hardy type of path where he's just gonna go to a different he's gonna go to a different promotion and get his ass beat there. So I think, these football players don't make good MMA fighters, dude. Their chins are compromised as fuck. Anyways, Austin Lane, just get released. Roman Dolidze has shown that he doesn't have a fighting bone in his body. All of his striking ability has disappeared overnight. the lack thereof, anyways. His jiu-jitsu is his only weapon, and he will die for your legs 25 times in a fight and fail 25 times. Bo Nickal's booked against Kyle Dawkins, but he's going to brutally knock out Kyle Dawkins, and then they're going to shoot him up into the rankings, and I think Roman Dolidze, who's like number 13 now, is the easiest path into the rankings for Bo Nickal, and I think this is a very winnable fight for Bo Nickal, and I think this is just the fight they're going to make. Curtis Campbell should get an easier opponent for his second fight. Give him Bogdangrad, a decent entry-level fight. Bogdangrad does have some ability. He is talented. He fought Luke Riley. He beat him in the first round. I think Curtis Campbell does brutal things to Bogdangrad, though. This is what I was talking about. Axel Sola probably doesn't deserve a fight against Edson Barboza, but Edson Barboza is a very fun striker. He's older now, so he's not as fast, but you give Axel Sola a known name. You give him someone that he could have an entertaining fight with, and if he knocks out Edson Barboza, he's right back there with the Mason Jones of the world. He's a known commodity now. You can book him in France. This is a great fight, and I have so much more respect for Axel Sola before, because I was talking shit on him. I said he wasn't good, that he beat a shit fighter in Reese McKee, but I respect him now, and I hope they give him a known name. Don't give him some bottom feeder. Give him a known name. Give him a test. He's shown that he's capable to hang with very talented fighters. Put him against Edson Barboza, and Edson Barboza is no longer the fighter he once was, so you can use him to elevate other talent. Lucine Keita versus Jamal Emmers. Jamal Emmers is coming off of a win against Hyder Emil. I don't think Keita lost too much stock in that fight against Wood. It was a very close fight. I think he has lost a little bit momentum-wise, and I think a fun striking fight will be against Jamal Emmers. And yeah, this is about all I got to say about this fight. Felipe Franco fought for his career and won, and I think they're gonna give him a light heavyweight fight because he's not a heavyweight. He's 6 foot tall. He should not be in the heavyweight division. Give him a light heavyweight fight, and in the person that I always end up going for against any light heavyweight that's unranked, Ibon Aslan. Give him this fight. I mean, it would be an interesting stylistic fight because they're both really good in the first round, and then they gas out terribly. So this will be a brawl to see who finishes who first. Antonio Tricoli should go back to the poker table. Louis Sutherland, this is another, fight for your career. Just a terrible posture here. Louis Sutherland should fight Marcus Buchecha. Loser leaves town. Winner gets another contract. Same here. Shamrock versus Harry Hardwick. Both of them have had disappointing first 2 outs in the UFC. Winner of this keeps their job. I hope Shamrock loses because Harry Hardwick at least has so much grit and will stand and bang. Shamrock is just a pussy. And Oliveira should give at least. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.